Hey! Hello, what day is it today? It's day number 87, it is. Day number 87. And what's happening today? What's happening today is I'm throwing a day of recording on the head in favour of getting my algorithm testing out of the way. Because, said you're going to knock off my iPod, I'm going to hurt you if you do. Okay, because what's going on is, basically, this 500 plus, it's going to be about 600 pages by the end of the day, hopefully it'll be finished. This is the thing that's draining all of my time, all of my resources. So what I'm assuming is, as soon as this is out of the way, everything else should relatively get a lot quicker and easier to do. I was contemplating stopping recording altogether and spending the next couple of days on it, but if I can get it finished and nailed today, then theoretically, I can get at least some of this list, all of the reds, but at least some of the rest of the list. At least. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to nail about 100 pages. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit there, I'm going to finish testing checkmate, and then I'm going to code check specific preparing to move, and then I'm going to probably go out. I've got to go run some errands, so I'll go and run some errands then. Go and pick up some, what's my jigs? What's my jizzles? I know what I'm talking about. Do I? Do I know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I've got to pick up some stuff from shopping, so I might take Sean down with me, and then I'm going to come back and sit and test my last algorithm, which theoretically should theoretically be easier to test, and then hopefully this is finished and all done out of the way by this evening, and then I can just forge ahead on some of my other work, and then I can record tomorrow. This is the plan, and then I've got all of Friday to work, relatively all of Friday, probably not the evening, but yeah. So that's the plan. That's the plan for today. I'm going to put some music on. My dog is going to sit there and sunbathe, and I've got a low battery, so I'm going to charge you while I do this. Ow, ow, ow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some music on, because I love sitting between these two speakers and just working. It's amazing. It's the sound. I'm an audiophile. The sound is amazing. I'm going to take it upstairs and charge you. So when I see you again, I will have coded and tested, check and thingy. Yeah, go for it. Alright then, so I've just finished coding this next bit here, and I'm now on page 537, and I'm forecasted, by the time I've finished checking and testing the algorithm for preparing to move under check, I will be at page 607. Forecasted, I'll probably be over that, I'll be about 412, maybe 612. And then I've got another algorithm to run after that, which I've just remembered I haven't done yet, but technically it's a quick one, it'll be just like a 2 test what's my jig. So I'm aiming at the 700 page mark for algorithm testing, which is stupid. There is no coursework in the world that's as if an examiner is going to sit there and read 700 pages of code. It's ridiculous. So yeah, what I've done now, since I've done that and I'm just going to come back and test it, and testing it's going to be tedious. If I were to stay here all day and just do that, then I would literally just kill someone. So me and Sid are going to... me and Sid, yeah. Are going to go and... check he's not standing up. I'm going to go down shopping, pick up some mushrooms, some butter. Some butter. What am I going for? Some butter, some mushrooms, and I want to get something printed, so I might go to the library and see if I can get something printed that I have to send off to Cambridge. So that's about all really. We're about to head off around about now because the daily vlog's already started to upload. So what I'll do is I'll listen to the end of this song and then we'll leave. Ah, fresh air. Isn't fresh air nice after sitting inside and just algorithm testing again and again and again and again and again. I love walking past people who are having like really intelligent conversation. I spend half my time on these walks when I don't have my iPod, and I don't have my iPod. I spend most of my time on these walks just listening to people as they walk past, just like cottoning onto a conversation. Say if someone's walking like in front of me, I'll listen to their conversation and see what they're talking about. Is that weird? Is that weird? Like I used to when I used to walk Sid elsewhere, when I used to take him. No, when I don't have anywhere to walk in but I want to take him on a long walk. If I don't go to like a park with my camera or anything, then I will just like pick someone, so like, someone in front of me right now, just follow them. Is that weird? I think it is, isn't it? I would like say, okay, so she's turning right now, I'd take a gamble on whether she's going to go, do some maths, figure out where, and then try and like pick up a tail again behind her. Is that weird? Probably. Oh, it's strange. I shouldn't really say these kind of things to the internet. And this weather as well, I'm not sure what it looks like on the camera, but it's actually quite chilly. That's why I'm wearing my coat and scarf. And I'm wearing my scarf because I don't like this coat when I don't have a scarf on, because it makes me look... It's too baggy, I hate baggy clothes. But I've decided the kind of coat I want now. I think it's called a tail coat. So it's got like the tail on it, like David Tennant's coat did when he runs, and then thing is, I want a black one. I want one exactly like this, but it goes like past your knee or something. That'd be epic. I'd die for a coat like that. And I'm looking for one, and if I see one, I don't care how expensive it is, I'll buy it. Well, as long as it's not like £500. I've probably got a limit much lower than that, but it's got to be, I've got to really like it. And if I see it, I will get it. Definitely. That is just one of the things I want to do. You know what I don't understand, right? And there's two things. I'm walking through one thingy, and there's two things that crop up to me, and the things that I don't understand most. One is what's so special about City Lane, because literally 8 people have come up to me and said, "Oh, can I stroke your dog?" And then they want to stroke him. What, he's a Labrador? You've never seen him before? I mean, I don't mind it when like little kids do it, because like this one little boy like ran like a good 20 metres to catch up with me and said, and stroke him, and then that was alright, that was cute. But when like older people do it, that's just weird. It's just weird. And then, like the second thing, I am terrified of doing this in front of the people I know. Like, categorically, I know them, I know their characters, I know everything there is to know about them. But I'm happy, well, relatively happy, to walk down a relatively busy street in front of cars who can all see me, and then do it then. I mean, if anyone's gonna like pull out a knife and stab me, it's gonna be these people. They're not gonna, my friends aren't gonna like pull out a knife and stab me, but yet I'm still terrified of doing it in front of them. I don't know. It's probably because I know them and then I actually hear their opinion. It's like the past 8 people I've looked at have literally looked at me and laughed. The trials and tribulations of walking around randomly rambling to a camera about absolutely nothing. It's quite entertaining, I'm not gonna lie, otherwise I wouldn't do it. But, yeah. Do you remember being young enough when you could just not get attacked by leaves as your casual... do you remember being young enough when you could just go to the park and it wouldn't be weird? You could just go in the park and you'd be entertained by a park for a good like hour or so. They're good days. I'm in one of those reminiscing kind of moods, which means it's like a downhill spiral from now on. Because I just start to think about how old I am, even though I'm only 17. How much of my life I've wasted. It's weird because I miss like being able to just do nothing. And just, yeah, but I genuinely enjoy always having stuff to do. I'm just weirdo. I just can't make my mind up what's better. Because yeah, it's nice not having anything to do, but I thoroughly enjoy always having something to do. I think it's because there's like the stress of loads of things to do. Instead of just like something to do, there's loads of things to do and they're all serious, they're all important, and they've all got deadlines. Maybe that's why. Maybe. I don't know. I just long for days where... No, but I'll long for it. I'll long for the day where I just sit around doing nothing all day. And then when it comes, I will be tearing at the walls. I don't know what I was going to say then. Tearing at the walls, just climbing them, ripping them down, climbing them while they're lying on the floor, just crawling all over the walls, just going insane. Because I'm weird. Just a little bit weird. People are looking at me vlog while they're going past me on a bridge. And I believe that one just described me as a dirty gay boy. Oh, the youth of today. He's just face smashing in. Never got away with that when I was a kid. I feel so old. God. Lost faith in the world. I'm just going to be a computer programmer. Program myself a virtual world and live in it. That'd be nice. Just a perfect world. Just program a perfect world. A matrix. Let's develop a matrix that's just perfect. Yeah. Let's nail a plan of attack for the next afternoon, shall we? Today. Okay, so the plan of attack is finish the algorithm testing, definitely. Then depending on what time it is, move on to something else, depending on what it is. Say if I've got like, say if I finish at 6, which I doubt I will, that's only 3 hours. If I finish at 6, I will start physics coursework, blah 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 blah. And then theoretically tomorrow that'll leave me wide open to record videos, because everything else is relatively small. Apart from the physics coursework, everything is relatively little and can almost be all done in one day. And that's what my Friday is going to consist of, because Lovely gets back at the weekend. So when I'm not seeing her at the weekend, I'll be doing work. I've just got an itchy belly, so I'm just scratching that now. You can't see. They're my plans, and they're a bit flawed, to be fair, because I should be paying more attention to school than I am to videos. That's what I was talking about last night. I was seriously contemplating just not recording at all and just like dropping the main channel. Still keep this up because this is like no bother at all. It just gets a bit boring. Day after day when I'm just sat inside doing work of a different variety. But I don't think it will come to that. I'm not going to get as much recorded as I thought I would, because obviously I've reduced my number of days down from 4 to 1 and a bit, including Monday. So I'm not going to get as much recorded as I would have hoped. Hopefully the interesting words of the weeks will be out of the way. But then otherwise, Father knows, so I might just ask him if I can record while he's in the house. It'll be a bit ballsy of me, but there's always time. If not, then the interesting word of the week might slowly like dwindle. I might miss a week every now and again due to work reasons and lack of ability to record. But I promise you, if I do miss it, then that entire week there hasn't been a single moment for me to be able to, because I wouldn't allow myself to drop down and do less, hopefully. But if they do start to dwindle, then I'll just start to do like normal vlogs on there and just talk about something. Don't know what I'm planning. I'm planning a lot though. It just depends on the time, what I do and when, because schoolwork is starting to get a little bit serious now, and if I'm honest, I'm starting to get a little bit worried for the first time ever in my life, because I've never ever worried about schoolwork. I've never ever really got behind, and I'm not really behind. I've just got a lot to do to stay equivalent with everyone else, if you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. Good. You see, the thing is, like this half term and whatever, loads of people will be doing. What are you doing, Sid? Loads of people will be doing what I did yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, loads of people will be doing what I did yesterday, which means they can have like a day and just go out and socialise with friends and everything. But WTF? Oh balls! I left my laptop unplugged. Idiot. Anyway, speaking of which, yeah, everyone else gets to go out on these like days. They'll do like multiple days. They'll go out like 3 times with other friends and whatever, and then they'll get all the work done on all the other days. But I don't feel like I can do that because I've got like 4 fixed days where I can record, and that's about it. And I think that's the thing that bugs me, to be honest. I think that's the only thing. Speaking of which though, my legs are killing me from Laser Quest. Like, you know, that muscle there, just above your knee. That is dying from like crouching down or whatever. Yeah, that's sad. Well, what can you say? It was worth it. Let's just see how. Damn it! The internet dropped when the battery died, and now I've got to restart the upload. Balls! I said to myself as I left, have I remembered to plug in the thing? No. Anyway, then I'm going back to my office. I've got some computer algorithms to test. I've got about 200 pages to write. Yeah, by the end of the day, baby. By the end of today. Good Lord, when was the last time I spoke to you? It was about 10 hours ago. And I'm now tired. I got it finished. I got the algorithm thing finished. I got to 660 pages. Not my 700 target, but I got to 660, and I went back and lengthened a couple of bits so that I could make it go on 666 pages. And now I've now christened it the Beast. So the Beast is officially being born. The Beast is being finished. So yeah. What's going on tomorrow? I basically just proceeded to slack off the entire night because I've spent so long doing that this morning and all through today. That should leave me okay for doing work now. I should get most of it done on Friday. Henceforth meaning that what's going on tomorrow is going to be some recording, some interesting word of the week. So hopefully as many as humanly possible. Hopefully the ideas just keep continually to fall down and cascade into a nice wonderful waterfall of beautiful ideas that all get recorded and done within like half an hour of each other. Sid's eating. That's the noise you can hear in the background. So I think I'll say goodbye to you for now then. I'll just put you onto the computer, edit you, blah 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 blah. So I think then that's everything. So until tomorrow's recording day, I'll catch you later.